Thanks for the invite, Frank. I mean, I'm just glad we've been able to put our pasts behind us and, take care of this menace, Sawyer. Once and for all.
Listen, you rat bastard. Don't get too friendly with me. I'm just here to discuss our mutual friend. You're right about one thing there. He's a menace. Something's gotta be done about this guy. Make no mistake. What up, my nerds? I'm Ricardo, the roleplay gamer, and I like to party. Welcome to the season finale of, Season 3, Fallout 4, Sim Settlement. So we're going to cap it off. This is officially the last episode. It's probably going to be a shorter one, because I just want to have a little bit of a look around and do a little bit of a retrospective, something like that. Of the settlement. We have a few upgrades. Not everything, unfortunately, has upgraded. As I would have wanted. But at Kingath's suggestion, I've turned off the citizen requirement upgrade needs, whatever, so that we can force some upgrades and get some cool stuff going for the end here. But, you'll see some cool stuff. Things like the bar, for example, unfortunately haven't upgraded. I've spent a couple hours just fast traveling and waiting and all this stuff, and it just hasn't upgraded. So we're going to cap it off here because the expansion is coming out really soon. I'm sure you're aware by now, and I'm really excited to get my hands on that and see what sort of new toys we've got to play with. It seems pretty extensive, and I'm going to be having a chat with Kingath soonish, I believe, so he can sort of clue me in on the finer points of the mod finer points of the expansion after I've had a play around with it, which will be pretty cool. So we've kind of filled up this settlement. It's a little bit buggy, like our happiness is sort of stuck at 50%, which I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that we've filled up the settlement. It's something that the issue we've been struggling with for quite some time. But the fact that I had to backlog does also cause issues with just feeling out of it. It's really difficult to be like, all right, here's just all the episodes in the world, burning myself out, recording this stuff while I'm away, and then I come back after 3 weeks and it's like, well, now I feel kind of lost. So it's going to be good to restart with Season 4. Whenever it comes out, I don't know if it's going to be like as soon as the expansion drops or if there's going to be a little bit of a breathing room, so to speak, so I can kind of freshen myself up, so to speak. But that's going to be coming. It's probably going to be a little bit more casual, as much as I love doing those intros. I'm sure most of you won't miss them. That's fine. They're just really time consuming, that's all. I'm busy man. So this is looking nice. Look, it hasn't ended up exactly as I'd planned and as I would have hoped. Of course, you guys are aware. I had plans. I voiced my plans, and we kind of went a completely different direction. This middle area is, I gotta say, pretty much what I hoped it would be, with the exception of the arena not working. Now, I haven't gone through all the comments of the videos because, that's like, what is it? I don't know, 12, 15 videos worth of comments. So I haven't gone through all of those yet. But I have had some chat comments on Twitch because, for those of you who don't know, for this week at the very least, I'm streaming every morning, 10 a.m., Australian Eastern Standard Time, so Melbourne time, that's GMT plus 10. So by the time you see this, I should still have a couple more days of those daily streams going until I decide, on a streaming schedule. So come check me out if you want to. We're doing XCOM 2 at the moment, finally getting through that and naming peeps, naming soldiers after you. It's going to be fun. But I did get some chat comments regarding, the Red King and Sim Settlements. And someone, I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, suggested that we just straight up put the arena on the ground, on the physical ground, the earth, right? Which, if we continued the series, may have been something I'd try, at least as like a hack job sort of thing, but then we just don't have enough room. And maybe that would have fixed our issue here. And again, like, I haven't gone through all the comments, so maybe there's a really obvious thing and you guys are just yelling at the screen. That's fine. But in any case, I failed you, and I recognize that, and I'm sorry. But otherwise, I think it looks really cool, and I'm really pleased with the general design of this main area. This is like It's really sexy. I gotta say, I gotta admit, you gotta pat myself on the back there, give myself a little bit of a stroke. This is beautiful, and I think I just overestimated the amount of size. Sorry, the amount of space we had here at Abernathy Farm. I thought it was a little bit bigger, and you know, looking back, you remember our original plan that we were going to have a central sort of alley running to the front, and then like smaller alleyways coming off, and that's how we were going to lay out the houses. There still might not have been much room, and probably, looking at it now, probably the smaller alleyways probably would have only been a single house deep. So then it's like, what's the point, you know? So that might not have worked anyway, and then we probably wouldn't have had the room to put in the walls either. The only other way I can think of it working is if we like built the walls, you know, all the way up to the arena, for example, and did like, see like the defense station over there, right there. We could have done like one row above of houses on either side, and then one row below and a little closer in, very much like we did sort of the offsetting of the two levels here in Arena Market. Maybe we could have gotten away with it like that, but this is the way we did it, and you know, I'm happy that we did, because this is more appropriate to the raider setting. You know, doesn't matter if he's a king, the raider king is still a raider, and he's not going to be sitting there like putting on his town planner hat and saying, all right, everything needs to be straight. And listen, Blake Abernathy, don't you go building your house askew like that, you piece of shit. You conform to the rules and regulations that I have laid down for you. He's not going to be like that. Raiders don't build straight. So this feels, you know, a lot more appropriate to Raider City. And for those of you, you know, wondering and you know, fretting over the fact that we never released Deathclaws, we're going to release the Deathclaws at the end of this episode. Make no mistake. Have no fear. We're going to release these bad boys and just let them wreak havoc and see what happens. It's a shame we didn't get more attacks later in the life of the settlement. It might have to do with the fact that we... Hang on. What is our defense? Can we scooch in here? Is it going to show us? I hope so. I hope so. I don't think it's that high. Can we not see? It's not going to show us? Maybe because we're not actually in there. Anyway, so, you know, the main bar has not upgraded, which is a shame. I literally spent probably almost 2 hours fast traveling around and whatnot, waiting around, just waiting for this thing to upgrade, and it didn't. You know, but them's the breaks. Otherwise, the rum hole is looking very nice. Still not digging the Caribbean theme, just because it doesn't seem right for Raider City, at least not this far from the ocean. But, you know, I like the sign. Fallon's is all good to go. You know, we've got some things poking through. Guns is defying the laws of physics. And really, with the exception of this, the only way we could have fixed this sort of sign collision is just moving the top layer back a little bit, but there might not have been enough room. And even so, guns still would have been clipping, I think. So, you know, we tried our best. I think on the whole, you know, a couple of glitchy things aside, and clipping aside, I think on the whole, we did a good job. I did a good job, but I'm including you, and I'm trying to be inclusive here, and I hope you appreciate that. But a good job was done. Whoever is at fault for the job, it was good. One thing I'd like to show you here is this glorious upgrade here. Now, I can only assume this is the result of this house being owned by a VIP, but it's fucking glorious. I've never seen this before. Is this hot windmill action? Is this evaporative cooling? Is that the point of this? It's a windmill, like sucking up water from somewhere and then dropping it down. And is that what that's meant to be? I'd love it if that's what it was. It's got conveyor belts. It's pretty cool. I appreciate that. It's very nice. You know, you've seen the tower. There's nothing new going on with the tower there. And there we go. You know, I'm not gonna...
Fast, we're gonna start glowing.
Yes. I'm not gonna just stretch this out any further. I recognize it's gonna be a shorter episode because we're just wrapping up. And really, I just didn't want to say Hey, remember episode 17 when I said this wasn't the last episode? Yeah, that was actually the last episode. I don't want to be a liar. So that's fine. We'll come back into our body here. And you know what? We'll do a sleep. We'll have a bit of a sleep so we can, get better weather. And then we're going to release the Deathclaws and
some bones to break.
see what happens. Kate, calm down. Calm down, Kate. I know you're excited. I know. But it's fine. If we continued the series, what universe am I living in? I would have upgraded the main building, and made it more palace-like. But, like I said, the expansion is really, really close. It's right on the horizon. I don't want to, bleed into that, and then it's just going to be weird. It's like, hey, here's a couple more episodes, then we get to the finale or whatever, and oh, look, it's a big old expansion, and we got all this new stuff that I'm not going to show you because that's going to be what the next series is about. But we're going to shake things up. It's not going to. The next season's not going to be whenever it comes. It's not going to be Raider King. I'm pretty sure. I think we're going to go back to Frank, just to sort of clue you into the story here. For those of you who apparently still aren't quite, understanding what's going on. This is a prequel. So for those of you who are familiar with the old Raider King series, this is terrible. I don't like this weather, and I don't want it. Let me steal someone's bed. Oh God, what have I done? Okay. Can we get better weather, please? Let me out. We'll get some. It's not much better, but let's release the Deathclaws wherever they are. Where's the switch for that? Is it up there? It might be up there. Hang on. Let's go check it out. Yeah, so, this is prequel. That's why Kate is alive. Because, spoiler alert, she dies later on. But we're pretty early prequel, so Kate is going to hang around for quite some time. This is very, very much before Nuka World and all that shit. It's not an attack, is it? No, I think we're fine. So yeah, Frank and Ron are hatching a plan to take down the Raider King. Is it gonna work? Well, you've seen the Raider King series. Obviously, it doesn't. But hey, shh! Don't tell anyone I told you that. But we're gonna go. You seen what's going on with Frank? He's over in where is it? The castle, the fortress. I can't. Seriously, guys, it's been so long since I've even opened up Fallout 4. It's gonna be good to start fresh and kind of refresh my memory and a whole bunch of different things. But he's going to what's going on? Calm down, people. It's gonna be good to do a fresh start with all the exciting new toys. All right, so with no further gilding the lily and with no more ado, let's do this. Come on, guys. How we going here? Oh shit! There's one. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh Christ! There's skull too.
Okay, who's first?
Where'd they go? Well, there's one.
Can't see.
Alpha Deathclaw. Where's the other one though? Oh God! And the frame rate too. Hey, there's a thing there. I never noticed that. There's the other one. What is it? A glowing Deathclaw? Look, we're whittling away at it. Oh shit, oh God, where's the glowing one gone? Where is he? Oh God. There he is. Can we lure them inside the city? Yes, that's right. What's her name? See, I forget these things. Oh Christ, no. It was doomed. It was doomed from the start, okay? It was doomed from the start. This is pretty cool. You know, we've got some nice clutter action here. Where are we? Okay, there we are. There we are. Alright, let's go back to... Oh, God. There you have it, guys. There you have it. So I'm sorry if this was a little bit of a weak ending. I'm sure, you know, it's not what you were hoping for, and you're hoping for a few more episodes. But like I said, you know, coming back after 3 weeks of not playing it, and especially after, like, the burnout of... Not the mod, not Sim Settlements, but, you know, the game itself, Fallout 4. You know, it's hard to just, like, jump back into this thing that has all this history and has, like, this sort of setup that you've forgotten. It's difficult to jump back into it. Plus, the expansion's coming out so soon. I'd rather just do a fresh start with that. With Franken is going to get all industrial and whatnot, building his robot army. It's going to be a lot of fun because I love robots, but it's something I've done very little of, because when Automatron first came out, you know, I did a series and people weren't really into it, which was a shame. But I wish I continued playing with it and doing more robot-y type stuff. So, you know, of course, we're going to skip a lot of the bullshit and the story and just going to get to the robot building. And it's going to be a lot of fun and you guys enjoy it. So thank you guys very much for watching. And for those of you who have stuck with the series this far, thank you, of course, to King Gath for making the mod and making this series possible in the first place. I'm very much looking forward to what he's delivering unto us in the expansion. It seems pretty extensive and pretty exciting, and hopefully you guys are excited for it as I am. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.